Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Welcome back, everyone. We are anti-bullying, and we are joined by a very significant group here in the Coastal Bend that is taking a stand against bullying. The agents of the United States Border Patrol, Rio Grande Valley Sector. It's a long title. Brian Martinez and Pete Gunthu, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. We got a lot of uniform in the house today, and we're grateful because a lot of people, there are a lot of questions, a lot of misconceptions, I think, about the Border Patrol, and we're excited to have you all on regularly to sort of introduce us to that inside world. So this is your first visit with us, and I think we're excited, our viewers are excited to learn about all the ways that you give back to the community. And one of those ways is your anti-bullying campaign, right?
Correct.
Tell us about it.
Operation Stand Up, it's a program, our Border Community Liaison Unit, it's a unit there at Rio Grande Valley Sector Headquarters. We do the community outreach with all the schools, we do it with our community partners. So the way this program came about, when we would reach out to the schools, we would talk to them about Operation Detour. That's a program that talks about anti-smuggling, and when we were talking to the students, we're talking to the students, talking to the teachers, talking to the counselors, they kept saying, do y'all have anything that's geared towards bullying? So we said, this is something that's, kind of rampant nowadays. So we figured we'd come up with our own program so that way we can go out there and present it to the students. Myself and Pete helped co-author Operation Stand Up. We partnered up with PSJ ISD. We collaborated with them. We created a video that we go out there and we show to the students.
Awesome.
When we go out to the schools, we show them a PowerPoint presentation that we also used counselors from PSJ ISD to help us. We brought in our BCL units from Rio Grande Valley sector wide to come in and get a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of background on the bullying campaign, how to go out there and express it and talk about it, when they're out there at the schools. The last thing we wanted to do is have agents going out there and, not really being prepared to talk about it.
Absolutely.
So the counselors came in, they talked to all of us. It was a great success. We came up with some interactive analogies when we go out and we talk to the students to kind of let them better understand, what bullying does to your self-esteem.
Yes.
We've geared two different PowerPoints, one geared towards high school and middle school. We've got another PowerPoint that's more comic book featured for the younger
ones,
kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a different dialogue for each age group,
and even the elementaries itself, it's such a broad range right now, from pre-K all the way to fifth grade.
Yes, and fifth
right
graders
now
are
we've
so
got
mature these days.
Right, and we've got BCL units embedded in every station, so they're our liaison with the local schools. We've got such a proactive BCL unit here in the Kingsville area, coastal Bend area.
Absolutely.
They went out to the schools, they were talking to the elementaries, and they realized that even from fifth to pre-K, there's such a big divide in how you reach out to them. So they also implemented a book to go out there and read to them as well, to kind of better understand the program a little bit easier. At least from the pre-K to second grade, they can go out there and they can read to them books like the one that we have here.
Awesome.
And then from third to fifth grade, they show them the PowerPoint. They talk to them about the video. They talk to them about different scenarios that go on,
Exactly, because just judging by the cover of the book, I haven't read it yet, obviously, but I will. Leave Me Alone, it's one, and it brings us to mind, you can tell your kids not to bully all you want. You can tell them that bullying is bad and to treat others kindly, and even when they do, they're still gonna end up bullied at some point.
Right.
So under those circumstances, then what do? Do you bully back? Do you speak up? Do you tattletale to the teacher? Sometimes it's really difficult, and a lot of these kids hold on to those emotions, they hold on to how they're being treated, they don't talk to their parents about it or their teachers, and that's where we start seeing some mental health issues developing at a really young age, which also has its very negative side effects.
Correct.
So it's great to have some friendly, child-friendly, cartoony-looking literature for them to read, to look at, and to learn from. But even from those photos that you all shared of you speaking, you can see that you have their attention. They're participating in the conversation. So instead of just showing a presentation, you guys are getting them engaged, right?
Correct.
Tell me, Pete, what your experience is like in this group.
Well, first off, we've had an overall outstanding experience with the schools, the counselors, the superintendents coming out, and everybody taking a hands-on approach.
Yes.
Not just us coming to the school, but them being involved as well. Coming out and doing our Red Ribbon Week, doing different events out at schools, being part of the Border Community Liaison. This was a great opportunity for us to come out and help the community out as best as we can and show that we're there for them, and being able to be involved in the kids at an early age.
Yes,
It doesn't only start at high school. It starts at the early ages, and we're there to help them and assist them any way we can.
Absolutely. And how do you think this is going to affect their lives? You know, teaching a kid to be kind, you can tell them all you want. We want them to act that way. How are we influencing them by being a part of this program?
Right, and that's one of the great things about the PowerPoint is it shows them not only how to identify bullying, what to do when you see it, when you witness it. You know, it's not only teaching them to be a hero for themselves. We want them to be somebody else's hero and stand up to bullying, and that's why we came up with the title Operation Stand Up.
Great. And where can we find this book?
This book is available, you know, probably at all the
Anywhere.
Starbucks. We had our
Okay.
BCL units from Kingsville were the ones that actually picked it up for us.
Great. Well, thank you, Brian and Pete, for joining us today. We look forward to learning more about the Border Patrol and what you're doing for us in the community. And we appreciate y'all stopping by and taking a stand against bullying.
Thank you.
Thank you.